Hey, folks. Tony Morris here. I just wanted to briefly say hi, welcome you to your English 3400 class, Analyzing Poetry. Um, I hope we can have a good time. We're going to be doing a lot of reading of poetry and learning how to analyze poetry, but more on the level of how to decide for yourself what poetry you like and the functions of poetry, the elements of poetic writing craft. I'm a poet myself. I've published 4 books of poetry, and I'm also a published novelist. But poetry is my first love, and although my PhD is in English, not in creative writing, but I did have a creative writing dissertation, and so that is how I got into this field of creative writing. I love it, and I love the study of literature in general. I think that anyone that wants to be a creative writer needs to read lots of literature, lots of good literature. And if you're an English major, well, then, of course, poetry is the beginning of all great literature. Starting with Homer, and maybe before that, we can even go back to Gilgamesh, the Old Testament, and the King James version of the Bible is a beautifully written version of with great poetry in it and great writing, great storytelling. There's just so much to learn out there, and so we'll take some time this semester, especially at the beginning, the first few weeks of the course, and just read a lot of poetry, and then little bit by little bit learn how to talk about the elements of poetry that we can then discuss it in an intelligent way, and maybe critique it, be able to learn how to figure out what makes great poetry great, and maybe bad poetry bad. And there's some good bad poetry out there, but I think it's good to have an idea of how to look at those elements. So there's going to be, I think we have there's going to be a final paper to write in the class, which we'll need a little bit of research for that. We have a final exam, and I think a midterm exam. So, but I think that's about it. Other than that, it's going to be mostly discussions. Um, but yeah, if you have any questions, then please feel free to send me an email. Please use my school email, uh, tmorris@georgiasouthern.edu, and I will try to get back with you within the day, if not in 24 hours. Let's say 24 hours. And other than that, it's a beautiful weekday. I'm looking forward to a great semester, and I hope you have a wonderful semester with me, and hope you enjoy the class. Thanks a lot.